Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And Krisha.
and welcome back to the channel.
Woo.
We hope you are all having an amazing day. But we are here today to discuss Drag Race Belgique, Season 1, Episode 3. But before we get into it, just want to remind everyone real quick to like, comment, and subscribe. We really would appreciate all the love. So, Miss Cretia, what do we
Yes,
think of Drag Race Belgique, Episode 3?
just a little dry. Just a little dry.
Like, I really like these queens. I'm not sure if it's the production or what, because I like the queens.
Right.
I'm not, but Rita don't need the host no more.
She don't.
I,
Cause
I,
she
I,
real dry.
no, it's not even that. Like, what was this episode?
I don't know.
Like, her decisions this episode, there was somebody in the top who should have been lip syncing for their life, if we want to be real.
Hmm.
Like, I was very confused by the judging this episode. And the one who won? Like, you know me, I love her. I do.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, that was a little confusing to me
it
too.
was it was very confusing. But
Because I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute. And then I was like, wait, what?
I was very confused. And it irritates me that they only critique five at a time. Like, in my opinion, it should be six or more each time. Kind of like how
Yeah.
Drag Race this season for US, they did seven for some weeks.
Yeah.
It took a minute, but I adjusted to that. In my opinion, it needs to be six or up. Anything less than
Right.
six is weird.
Hmm.
But honey, let's get into this episode. Swoopchitty boop. Alright, so we start off the episode reminding you that Drag Queen won last week's challenge, and we had to say goodbye to Amanda Tears. So, they walk into the workroom after Amanda was eliminated, and Valenciaga was, well, pretty much all the girls were like, you know what? We're gonna miss Amanda. You know, she was young, she was fun, you know, etc., etc. I'm like, well, we didn't see that.
Hmm.
We didn't see that. We got the young part because y'all really was fascinated by this baby's age. Like, I didn't get it. I'm like, okay, okay. Then they
Like, why?
congratulated.
What was the problem?
Then they congratulated Valenciaga for winning her lip sync. So it's the next morning in the workroom. They come in. They're chatting. Um, I find it funny how, you know, they were talking about, oh, I wonder what challenge is coming next. And by the end, they were all like, design challenge. And guess what we got?
A design
A
challenge.
design challenge, exactly. So, what's her name comes into the room? What's her name? Rita? Rita Baga comes into the workroom. Um, There we go. Rita Baga comes into the workroom and announces this week's mini challenge. I'm so happy to see mini challenges. You just don't understand.
After
You,
so long without them.
But the fruit crew comes in and basically Rita Baga says you got 15 minutes to get in the quick drag. We're gonna do a photo shoot, and basically the pit crew is gonna be throwing balls at you, and you gotta pose. So
Hmm.
they have to go straight to the goal. And these are the pictures that came out of it. I thought that this was a cute little mini challenge.
Yeah, it was
I,
all right.
yeah, I thought it was cute. I'm like, it's what we do. I'm gonna say, quick drag, photo shoot. It all makes sense to me. Um, but we find out that the winner of this mini challenge is Edna.
Oh, how ironic.
Mm, I got some things to. I got some things to say. Because I agree with her placement, but I don't agree with the result of that lip sync. Um, so we're gonna keep going. Because Edna wins, she gets she gets an advantage for the upcoming challenge, which Rita Baga and the Fruit Crew announced that it's gonna be a design challenge with material
Woo.
that you would take on a festival. So like tents, sleeping bags, what do you call those little air mattress thingies, little
An air
flotation
mattress.
devices, stuff like that. So, Edna gets 30 seconds extra, and I
Mm-hmm.
wish she would have chose better with her time, but that's okay. And we're
Mhm.
gonna head straight to the main stage. They did have their moment in the workroom where they were talking about, sobriety and the expectations of a drag queen, etc., etc. Conversations we've heard before. It was a nice conversation, but I didn't feel like screenshots were needed for it.
Mm.
So, oh, and Rita Baga's walkthrough was boring. It was. I'm like, what? Rita, perk it up a little bit, something.
She's just so like
Like
straight man.
the first few episodes, she was very, she was giving. I'm like, okay, Rita, you might be a good host, but this episode, I was not feeling it. But what do we think of Rita's look for this week?
I love the look.
Cover girl, put the faith in your walk. Yeah, I thought this was cute. I thought this was
Yes,
cute.
I like the look. The look was good.
And I love her makeup. Like, it's just, like, she's gotten so much better. I'm not sure if she's doing it or somebody else is doing it.
Look, because my first comment was, "Oh, look, it looks so much better when somebody else is painting your face for you."
So I don't know who's doing it, but they're doing a great job, okay?
Yes, bringing out all the best qualities.
So we were joined by Luffy and Musti and our special guest judge, Jean Paul, which I really enjoyed his critiques this episode. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of nowhere, Rita announces that there's going to be a second category. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I'm like, I didn't see this nowhere in the episode. Now all of a sudden it's Queen of the Stage. Why
Do
not
you
just
think that
what?
they like thought they were going to get more episodes or something?
I don't know, but why didn't you just make it a ball?
Exactly.
Because if you need, because Queen of the Stage, the festival look you gotta do, have them bring
Mm-hmm.
something else music related or festival related. And you could have done like the festival ball or whatever you wanted to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like
The
that was a missed
festival.
opportunity. Something. Something. The festival. Something.
The festival.
But hey, it is what it is, honey. But the
Right.
first category is Queens of the Stage. Up first, we have Susan giving us some
Yeah.
David Bowie realness.
Yes.
I love the makeup and the hair. I'm not the biggest fan of the outfit. Like, is it David Bowie? Yes.
Yes.
But do I like
Maybe
it?
that's what Sam Smith was going for when he wore this exact same thing the other
I
day.
don't know what they were going for, honey. I saw that and I'm like, excuse me? Like, I like to support Sam when I can. But I was very confused
Right?
about that.
Oh my gosh.
But
This is
yeah,
so many like
I love this
freaking.
color hair. Oh,
Of course you love this color hair. It's orange.
there's a hater in the room.
No, no hate. No hate at all.
Heater, 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 heater.
Nope. I love that you love orange.
Up next is Mademoiselle Boop. Boot. Chop.
I take it you didn't like it.
No. At all. No. What did you think of this look?
I didn't get it, honestly.
Well, she's wearing a little Japanese inspired outfit. That's what she said. Punk Kate, to be exact.
Yeah, that's not something I'm familiar with. If she'd have said like Lolita or something, I'd be like, oh, okay, I know what that is.
Yeah, I don't get the reference, but even if I did, the outfit is still not good
But
looking.
apparently they did because
Oh,
they were
they
sitting
just
there talking
they
about.
praised this. I'm like, really?
They were like, "Oh, Sailor Moon. Oh, where's Sailor Moon? Where?"
Where? Don't disrespect Sailor Moon, baby, because I will
Oh,
fight
no,
all this
please.
evil through the moon night, okay? And then win in love by the daylight.
She is the one named Sailor Moon.
I ain't never running from a real fight. I'm the one named Sailor Moon. I am. But we're gonna get off this terrible look. Up next is Mocha Bonet. I thought this look was amazing.
I liked it. I
Like,
mean,
I was confused by her placement as well this episode. I'm like, really?
Hmm.
She could have been safe.
She could have definitely been
She
safe.
could have been safe. Like there's somebody else who could have been in the bottom. We'll talk about that. But yeah, I thought this was really cute. I really enjoyed the orange and yellow and red,
Of
and
course.
Tina Burner shaking. Um,
Right, except for it's not red.
oh, there's some red in there. There's some red in there.
But I just appreciate the fact that it was 3D printed because I know how hard that
That
is.
part, when she said I'm wearing a 3D print, I'm like, what?
Because you can 3D print fabric.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can only imagine like how much time and energy and money went into that because that's expensive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Up next is Peach. I love this. Peach came out of this. I'm like, yes.
She's like, I'm futuristic Barbie.
Like I live, especially that wig. Oh, oh, I love the shoes, the dress, the
Of
slit of the
course.
arms. Like it's just, it's all good for me.
Yes, it's your favorite.
It was very good, very good. What did you think of this look?
Very good.
Very good.
You know what? I appreciated it for what it was.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
No hate before you try putting words in my mouth.
I was just going to the next queen. Up next is Athena, and I thought this was cute. Okay,
Uh-huh. Little Spice Girls.
like if there was a blue spice, yes.
Yes. Ciroc Spice.
Yeah, because I feel like this is too dark for Bubbles. So I'm like, I don't know, because Bubbles was more of a baby blue situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't know.
Bubbles,
I wouldn't
baby
know.
Spice.
I have no idea, but I love this look. I really enjoy the silhouette of this, the hair, the makeup. Athena
Mm-hmm.
is becoming one of my favorites. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like her, but like
Mm-hmm.
she's always served the runway. But like I like her as a person as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. Up next is Drag Queen. this
Just one.
was everything to me. It's everything to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She said, I'm gonna show you drag for real.
I love this.
You know what? I like the hair.
Oh, I love the hair, the dress, the shoes. Like it's all right. As you can see, there's multiple screenshots.
I see, I see.
This
Yes, she says I'm gonna give you share realness.
that's exactly what I saw with Sharon when she walked out. I'm like, so good, so good.
So
I
good.
I was flabbergasted when she was called safe. I'm like, safe? Where? Up next is
Um,
Edna giving us Mademoiselle Boop. Better than Mademoiselle Boop has been giving.
uh,
I thought this was everything. I thought this. As soon as she came out, I'm like, is she trying to be Mademoiselle Boop? Then she said, yeah, that was my. I was like, oh, okay, okay.
she she said I'm gonna give you Mademoiselle Boop, but better than Mademoiselle Boop.
I'm finna say, I guess she didn't know Mademoiselle was gonna be there. She's like, well, I hope you like it.
Right? This is an homage to you, madam.
This is so good. This is so fun. I love the cutouts. And then
Hmm.
when she pulled out the onion to reference her talent show, I'm like, yeah, yeah. What do we think of this look, Krisha?
I love it. Like it was perfect. I was like, oh, okay. I forgot for a second.
Up next is Balenciaga. I like this look.
Hmm.
I wish the shape was better.
Yes.
But other than that, I, I'm trying to be nice. But again, I didn't understand the judges' critiques when it came to this look. When it came to both of Balenciaga's looks, I'm like, are we not seeing the same thing?
But must not be because I thought it was all right.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was a mighty good time. I was
Right?
entertained. The only thing I would change is the wig. I don't like it.
Hmm.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, the wig could have been different.
And then just tighten that in here in the waist a little bit.
Give yourself a waist.
just bring that in. And other than that, this was good. This was good. I was just again, but then again, we also got to remember Rita Back is the one making the decisions, and
Mm-hmm.
you've seen the type of stuff she's made on the show,
Mm.
and the thing she won. Remember that
Mm.
first episode of Candace Drag Race season one, that design
Mm-hmm.
challenge that Aniqua, what was her name? Anastasia Aniqua should have won.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, ugh. Now it's time for the outfits that they had to make in the workroom. And the
The
category is
Realness Festival.
Realness Festival. Up first is Susan. For Susan not to be able to sew, good job.
This was good.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job. I was like, okay, Susan, you pulled out something. Should you have been in the top for this? No. Should you have won
No.
for this? No.
No.
But then again, look who's judging.
Hmm.
But yeah, I like this look. I do. Up next, we have Mademoiselle Boop. And again, boot. I was very confused by them praising this piece of fabric she wrapped around her body.
And
Let
put
me
holes
let
in.
me punch some holes in it so I can look edgy. I do like the wig though.
Yeah, the wig is good.
The end.
She's at the end.
Anything
What
else?
about Mocha Bonet?
You ain't said nothing but a thing. Up next is Mocha Bonet boot.
You don't like this either?
No, I don't. But
You know what is the fabric choice?
that I really believe is the fabric choice. And if
Because it looks like it could have been a really good look.
yes, and honestly, if she would have took it
It has
in,
a lot of potential.
like if there was a little bit more shape here, this has potential. I agree with you. This has potential. And I understand you had to
Yeah.
make it with the fabric that you had.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, I probably would have forgave it if there was a better shape.
Yeah.
So
I think not only I think Mocha needed some padding
so
as
I'm gonna
well
say a
as
soft boot here. Not a bad boot, but it's a soft
yeah,
boot.
not just a boot.
Yeah, like it wasn't bad, but it was bad. Uh,
About
Peach, I lived for this.
this was cute.
I was like, okay, okay.
It was like giving me Dory realness, but she was like, "No, I'm a mermaid," and I was like, "Oh, my bad."
But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I love this color too. Like this color looks
Hmm.
good.
It
It,
looks really good on their skin.
yes, I really do enjoy it. Up next is Athena. This was cute.
Tina.
This was cute.
Kind of basic, but cute.
Kind of
You
basic,
know,
but it was cute.
it
It did the
very
job.
reminiscent of Sugar and Spice.
Like she did the
Just
job. This was a safe performance.
yes,
Yes,
just missing the little trot.
Up next is Jared Quinn.
Drag
Eight.
Queen.
Eight, 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 eight.
I did like this.
I'm
I
like,
thought it was a little bulky, but I still liked it.
the only reason I forgive the bulkiness is because it gives the shape.
Right.
I wouldn't change anything about this. This was I'm very confused why Drag Queen didn't get the win, let alone in the top. I was like, what is happening on Beyonce's internet? I'm so confused.
Literally Beyonce's internet.
I'm so confused. This was so good. It gives me a little that cashmere cat realness with the colors, like
Oh, the Cheshire Cat?
Cheshire cat. Oh, I called it the cashmere cat. Lord, y'all knew what I meant.
Yeah. That's why I'm here. I'm here to correct your English.
You know where I'm
Comment on
going.
the things that you say and
Even
agree or disagree. This is my
even
role.
even though I said Maleficent correct.
Maleficent.
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 We're
You
saying,
know, I heard that several.
huh?
I said your tweet
Uh,
and your TikTok have popped up.
it's a short too on here.
Oh God. Do we have any comments on our short?
They say you're saying it correctly. I don't agree.
Thank you very
I
much.
do not agree. It's
Thank
Maleficent.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Up
It's
next,
Maleficent.
up next is Edna, and this was okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Uh,
Haha, staying
I give
alive.
her props for making pants because that's not easy.
That's hard AF.
But yeah, I would have chose a different wig.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what she was going for, you know.
Oh, I understood, but she could have pulled that off with a better wig.
Now,
Yeah.
my thing is the moment I tried something on and it started busting at the seams, I'd have patched it, sewed it,
Something,
something.
something, something.
Especially if I had time. Look, I'd have been walking out of that workroom with a glue gun in hand, getting on the little trap trolley thing, and they'd have been like, "What you doing?" Just in case it pops.
Uh, I'm not sure if they're set up this way, but I know UK, Australia, and France are. Um, on the set, the main stage is literally right next door to the runway. Like
Yeah,
like somebody
I
showed,
know.
I think it was France who showed, somebody posted a video like, here's the main stage, and you just turn, there's the workroom,
Yeah, that was France. I remember that.
and then
We were
other
like, "Wait, what?"
and then other countries from like down under in UK were like, yeah, we were set up the same way, and I'm like, oh, I would hate that because
Okay,
that means I can hear your critiques. I can hear what you're saying about me. Because
right.
apparently they have to be on ice during that time so that they don't pick up their voices. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna sit there. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm lip syncing, honey. I already knew I was, but damn, tell me how y'all really feel.
Right.
Tell me how y'all really feel, okay? Shoot.
Well, dang. Okay.
But up next we have Balenciaga. Again, shape issue here, but
Right.
again, I felt like they were
But I thought this
unnecessarily
was an
harsh.
incredible flipping outfit,
They
and
were
when
really harsh on Balenciaga in this episode, and I don't understand why.
because they wanted her out.
Well, not the case. They would have sent her home. She stayed.
Like, I don't know then.
I don't know either, because other than the shape, like neither one of her looks deemed bottom three in this situation. Bottom
Mm-mm.
three for me. I was just like, okay, all right, okay,
I guess trying to be cute.
yes. So, out of our how many queens we have left? 8 queens. Who had your favorite look?
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm,
Peach.
Peach. I would have. Oh, that is a good look from Peach. I would have to say drag queen. Both
I was
looks
gonna say
completely.
drag queen, but I knew you were gonna say drag queen, so I went with
We could pick the same person. Gosh.
Peach.
Gosh. But we find out that our tops and bottoms are as follow. The top is Susan and Mademoiselle Boop, and our bottom was Mocha Bonet, Edna, and Valenciaga. Do you
Why
agree with this top
Balenciaga
and
is at
bottom
the bottom
placement?
is why Balenciaga is at the bottom is beyond me. And why the holy freaking mattress pad got to be a top is also confusing.
I, I'm very confused as well. I would have had Athena and Peach with Susan. I'll give Susan her props
Mm-hmm.
and give her a high placement because this final look is amazing. But I
Right.
would have gave this win to Peach or Drag Queen, mostly
Right.
Drag Queen. Um, but
Mostly drag queen.
but the bottom, just thinking about all the looks, I think I would have
Mm-hmm.
had Mocha Bonet up there, but she wouldn't have lip synced. It would have been Mademoiselle Boop and Edna.
Mm-hmm.
Like Valenciaga would have been just straight safe. Like what was the reason?
What was the
Why are
reason?
we here?
I think it was, but see, the thing is telling somebody that they have a personality issue or lack of presence on stage does not justify you keeping them at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
If that were the case, you should have kept all of them up there, critiqued all of them, gave that particular critique, and then sent her to the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have made the most sense to me.
Or just said, hey, you're safe, but as you're walking away, I just need to give you this tidbit right here.
Yes, like Michelle does all the time.
Or just be like Italy and critique all the girls and then say, oh, these are the tops and bottoms, which I think is stupid. But anyway, so we find out that the winner is Susan. She did a good job, but I wouldn't have given her the win this week.
Hmm.
And we find out that there's going to be a bottom three this week. Oh, okay. And
Hmm.
at first, I thought they were going to send two home. I'm like, damn it, we're going to get a double elimination this early? I'm like, how many episodes we getting? I was like, hold up.
Okay, because we on episode 3.
And
You gonna send half of them home.
I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? But only one went home. But we find out
Hmm.
that they lip sync to Pump Up the Jam
Pump
by
up the jam,
Technotronic.
pump it up.
I like, gotta play
Play
thing,
this
get your booty on the floor tonight.
make
I'm like, oh, look
Monday.
at them lip syncing to a song I know. I was not
Right?
expecting that. So I'm guessing this group is from Belgium.
You know what? I believe it.
Kind of like how I didn't know Corona, this is the rhythm of the night. I didn't know they were Italian until they did the lip sync on Italian. Honestly, that was one of my favorite lip syncs from last year. Baby,
Mm-hmm.
Nolania and them ate that lip sync. Oh, I'm like, ooh, ooh. This may not be the best season, honey, but y'all gave us that lip sync. Y'all did.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I went back recently and watched that lip sync again. Oh, so good. But anyway, pump up the jam. What did we think of this lip sync battle royale?
Um, I am not going to lie. I thought Mocha did not do the best, but apparently she did good enough for everybody else. It was
I
a lot of
thought
flailing for me.
it was a lot of flailing. I agree. It was one too many splits. I'm like, we get it. You can
Yes.
do it. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hmm.
Balenciaga did not do it for me in this lip sync. Like Edna was giving me, that white girl in the club having a good time. I'm like,
Right.
okay,
I'm just a drop.
like I fucks with her. And
Hmm.
Mocha was doing the most with the splits and the kicks and the dips and the whips and the whoop whoop whap whap. But like Valenciaga just kind of faded in the background for me. I'm like, are they finna send my boo home on a night she
Mm.
didn't deserve to be in the bottom?
Mm.
Because honestly, I think if this was the bottom three in front of me, I would have kept Edna and Mocha and sent Valenciaga to the house.
Right.
But if I was there, these three wouldn't be lip syncing. It'll be just two. But Rita made her decision, and Mocha Bonet and Valenciaga were told to Shantae, you stay, which means
Hmm.
Edna unfortunately has to sashay away. And I'm kind of upset we didn't get that. I really thought they were going somewhere with that mother daughter storyline with Athena, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
I really thought they were going to go somewhere with that and possibly get a lip sync out of that because even they mentioned it again in this episode. And I'm like, okay, we're going to go somewhere with this.
They did not.
Did not. Did not at all. Edna had to go into the house. And she said, I'll deal with my lawyer. Get him. Get him. But we find out next week they'll be doing a acting challenge. But, babe, did you see the little bit of drama at the end?
Mm.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, wait. They're like, there was blood. Somebody called the ambulance. I'm like,
Right. I
did
was like,
somebody
wait,
fall and
blood
did
and
somebody
drag?
fall and bust their head open? Like, what's going on?
I hope that's what it was.
I'm hoping it's just a stunt that one of them does. Say if they have to lip sync for their life, and they
Hmm.
do like a stunt that has fake blood.
Mm-hmm.
but nobody knows they're doing it. So like when the others see the fake blood,
They think it's
they
real
think,
and
"Oh
freak out.
snap, something happened." I'm hoping it's that, but baby, the way they played it up, I'm like, ooh,
Mm.
I'm nervous, honey. I'm nervous. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Girl, I'm nervous.
I was nervous, honey.
I was nervous.
I was nervous, but that is Drag Race Belgium. Now we want to give just a quick little update before we head up out of here.
Mhm.
LaCresha is going to be all around the world in ay ay ay, so it's just going to be me next week. But she will be returning the following week.
Yes.
But next week you will see videos with just me. There'll be three of them.
Hmm.
But yes, she'll be back. She's still gonna watch.
I'm still gonna watch. If necessary, I will send him my critiques via text message.
I'll pull out my piece of paper, pull out my phone. Now, Carisha said,
Gracious said, do me like we do Stephanie.
"Oh yes, 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 yes." Um,
Occasionally pull me out on the phone.
be like, now this is what she said right here. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. So, Krisha, where can they find you on social media so they can see all these travels you got coming up?
Oh God. Okay. I'm really nervous because obviously I'm really bad at social media.
I am too. I feel like I've gotten better, but I still feel like I'm terrible at social media. And how?
But
When I'm the generation that social media started with. Like, baby, I had MySpace down. You could tell me nothing about MySpace.
you know
Ran
what?
that place.
I think because I was such a garden tool on MySpace, and I got in so much trouble for being a garden tool on MySpace. It made me really nervous about social media. And that's the reason why I'm so afraid to post now, post anything.
Listen, I used to have MySpace tagged, Bing, all I baby you couldn't tell I ran social media. And then Facebook happened and I switched over to Facebook and then I had a Twitter the whole time. Like Twitter was around when MySpace was.
Right. I
So
remember because that's
I had an account then. I need to go. I think I still have access to that account because I've gotten a new one since. But yeah, it's just I don't know what happened. It's just like as it's gone forward, I've gotten less social media savvy, and I'm trying to get back out there because that's a big part of what we do is social
yeah.
media because
Like I'm
this is
really
a
good
form of
for a
social media.
now on TikTok. I you know, I just don't do the other stuff like
Yeah.
I used to. I don't have time for it.
And I
But
think that's
I'm
what it is because I am very busy.
yeah. I
And when I do
think
get home, I don't want to think about anything but my
exactly.
shows that I'm watching.
Yeah. I think I have I have come to some conclusions as far as like my experiences this school year are concerned,
Mm.
and I have come to realize that I have burnt myself out on like both ends because I'm like, but I did this last year. I don't understand. I worked, I went to school, but I realize I am working three times as much as I did last year. Like it was one thing to get up at 5 a.m. and get off at 4 and go home on and go to school on Wednesdays, get home at like 11:30. It's something completely different to then follow that up with getting up at 5 a.m., go to school, go to work and not get off till almost 7 p.m. some nights. Whereas before, I would do that last ride, get off at like 5:30, maybe at the latest, and then go home. So I think next year, if I'm allowed to ride the vans again, like I did this year, I'm still gonna ride the vans. I'm just not gonna do the after school care, and I feel really bad, but maybe the one mother that I stick around for will let me just take her children home. Not to my home, to her home.
For me, I was burnt out last year, hands down. But I've had several job changes several job changes
Since
since
then,
since then.
since the year
Three.
started, even.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had three, and all of them have been promotions. But it fixed the burnout because I was in a new environment. So
Hmm.
like I'm super excited. I really want this channel to grow because I want us to get to a point where we just get on here once a week and talk about all the nonsense that's going on, all the hot topics, as Wendy Williams would say, um, that happened within the week, and give our
Hmm.
opinions and whatnot. We discussed about going live every once in a while, which we still haven't done that
Right.
test for that.
And, maybe we'll go back to our original content, which was, not just Drag Race, but just music, life experiences.
I'm thinking if we ever get the Patreon off the ground, I think that would be a great place to put like our music reviews because they're a little bit more lenient when it comes to what can be played than what YouTube is. So,
Yes.
yeah, because I want everyone to feel the experience with us, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, that is the plan. That is
But
the
you can
goal.
find me
But yes, where
at
can they
Chris
find you
McGill
on
on
social
all
media?
social media. Right now, my Twitter is called Cretia Lux Noir London.
Yeah, so find her there. And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPOYDSMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see. Well, I will see y'all next week. Krisha will see y'all in a couple
I'm gonna
weeks.
miss you.
Bye.